Hi guys, this is Michelle at My Everyday Wife Life, and it is Sunday, and I have a pot roast in the oven. I haven't made pot roast in a while, and hubby requested that I make him Zuppa Toscana. It is a variation of just a recipe from, Zuppa Toscana from Olive Garden. I don't know if you've ever had it. It's basically potato soup with sausage and kale in it, and it's real easy to make. It's really not that complicated, and I don't really have a recipe. I just throw some things together because that's how I do it. I don't like following recipes and whatnot. But basically what you're going to need is hot Italian sausage. If you don't like hot Italian sausage, you can use regular mild sausage. And this is Greenwise chicken sausage because I'm trying to be healthy. So I'm going to cook up that, cut it up, and you can either cut it up into slices or take it out of the casing and chunk it up and, ground. But we like bigger chunks, so that's what I'm going to do. And of course, you're going to need some salt and some pepper and some salt and some butter. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use. A couple tablespoons. And so I've decided I'm going to use the Kerrygold, and it's unsalted. I always buy my butter unsalted because I want to salt things myself. And then I'm going to use half and half. You could use half and half, or you could use milk. I might do a little bit of half and half, a little bit of milk. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how thick. So this is by no means low calorie, guys. But to balance that out, we're going to throw in some kale. So I have a huge bag of kale. I'm probably not going to use the whole bag. I'm probably going to use half the bag, and this is what Publix had yesterday when I went to get some stuff. It is organic kale, so I'm going to do that. And then over here I have some potatoes. You know what? I didn't even count them, but I would say that was about 4 or 5 potatoes. And obviously we're not going to eat all of that. We're going to save some and have it over the next couple of days. So I'm going to boil these up slightly, not completely, soft, because you don't want it too soft. It'll crumble in your soup. And I've got a saucepan over here that I'm going to cut up the sausage in and just cook that right in the pan, because that's what I'm going to use to make the soup with. Alright, so I'm going to get started with putting water in their saucepan and cooking the potatoes and then cutting this. Obviously you need onions too, so I'm going to cut up 2 big onions. You could put as many onions if you want as you want. I'm going to cut them in big chunks because that's just the way we like it. If you like them diced, then go ahead and cut them up diced. put a half a stick of butter in there. I don't know how many tablespoons that is. And the onions and the sausage are done, but you can see I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing because I turned off the potato burner instead of this burner. So I'm going to use a little chicken broth to deglaze the bottom of the pan, just to get the little bits of stuff off the bottom of the pan. I actually think the recipe online calls for partial chicken stock in there. So I'm just going to deglaze the bottom of the pan, and then I'm going to put the half and half in. For the next step, this is actually something I don't usually do. Usually I put the potatoes in there and put the kale in there and then just let it cook for a little while, because the kale takes a while for it to get wilty, because you ain't gonna want to eat that with it being crunchy in there. So I'm going to turn the burner back on and put this on like medium heat, and I'm going to put a good bunch of kale in there and cover it and let it steam and let it wilt before I put the potatoes in, because one, potatoes are not done cooking. For some reason on my stove, this burner does not get as hot as that burner. So these have not even come to a boil yet. So let me do that. I got the kale in there, and that's a lot of kale. I don't usually put that much kale in there, but I just thought I would try it. I mean, it's going to wilt down. It is about a half a bag, and this is 12 ounces, so it's 8 ounces. I just want to counteract all that cream and have kale in there to be a little more healthy. The potatoes are probably ready to strain and go ahead and put in here. So I'm going to strain the potatoes. Okay guys, now you want to make sure you don't cook the potatoes too much. You want them still a little firm, because they will cook a little bit in the soup, especially if you make a bunch and you keep reheating it, you don't want them to get mushy like mashed potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in the pot. Okay, there's not enough stock in there. It's so I'm going to put either some more chicken stock in there or milk. I haven't decided. I'm going to taste it first. I think I'll go ahead and put some chicken stock in there. Again, you guys, I don't measure. I mean, it's soup. It really can't come out wrong. Yeah, so let me show you what that looks like. So there's a little more in there. Yep, and I'm going to cover it until the kale gets a little more wilty. And this is way more, you know, potatoes and sausage and onions than you would find in your soup at Olive Garden. But I don't want just broth. I want it to be hearty, and I'm making pot roast, and since I'm having this soup, I'm not making potatoes and onions. I am going to make a side dish of carrots, and that's what we're going to have for dinner. So I'll come back in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and show you how the soup is evolving with the kale getting. Okay guys, I did some dishes while I was waiting for that to cook up. And, yeah, I have a lot of dishes here because we still didn't fix our dishwasher. If you've been following me on my other videos, the dishwasher broke. So, yeah, I still have a few little bit of dishes to do. So, the pot roast is in the oven. It's cooking. It probably won't be done till 6 o'clock, and it's 4:25 now. So, we might go ahead and eat the Zuppa Toscana now because we're kind of hungry. And, I just was cooking up some carrots, and normally I put, you know, whole carrots in there with the pot roast, but I had these sliced carrots in the oven, in the refrigerator, so I used the rest of that Kerrygold, and look at how that's like caramelized. Oh my god, it smells so good. So I'm going to wait till the rest of them caramelize. I put a half a bag in there, and I just went ahead and put the whole rest of them, because I really need to use them up because they had been in the refrigerator for a while. So those are just sauteing, and then this is the soup. This is how it came out. So I'm going to put some in a bowl here. Move this over so I don't drip. A little broth. A little bit more kale. There we go. Let me taste it. Really hot though. I don't know if I can taste it. Put the lid back on this one. And I need hubby to come down here and taste it. So I'm going to taste it to see if it needs any more salt or pepper. And this, I usually don't put broth in there, so I'm not sure the chicken broth, how this is going to taste. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't think it needs any more salt and pepper. I did add some when I had the camera turned off. So I'm going to let this cool off though. It's really hot. So I'm going to eat this, and then a little bit we're going to have the pot roast and the carrots. So that's it guys. Really easy recipe. You know, obviously I have plenty for leftovers, and you know, I just don't follow recipes. So this is just easy for me. I'm real good at making soups because you can kind of just wing it. I'm a wing it kind of girl. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy your day. Guys, bonus, I'm even going to give you a little cleaning tip. So, the stove got all messy, and obviously you can see it got clean. But I wanted to show you what I do to clean the stove. So, I let it cool off just a little bit so, you know, I don't burn my hand. And I got a damp rag here. And no, sorry, that's the dry one. This is the damp one. A damp rag here. And then I put a dry one on top of it so I don't burn my hands because it's still hot. And it's not steaming up now, but because it's cooled off, there it goes, some steam. And the steam will help clean the stove off. And then, you know, then you don't have to worry about cleaning up later and scrubbing. And you're really not supposed to scrub your glass top stoves. So that's my little tip of the day. Bye, y'all.